And now, ladies and gentlemen, a very special award. In fact, the biggest award of the evening. It's the moment to go ahead and reveal this one. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Time to share the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award 2016. Well, to do the honors for this one, may I please invite on stage architect Reza Kabul, Mr. Rakesh Juneja and Mr. Bibor Srivastav to come forward and do the honors for the same. So it's the biggest one of the evening, the largest one of the evening. And people at the back, trust me, from stage Bibor, I think we can really see behind. The claps are quite less. Can we clap really loudly for this one before we hear the name, everybody? Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
So Bibor is going to help us out, reveal the name. Bibor, we are eager to hear this one.
It's my privilege and honor. I mean, I've always looked up and I've been a great fan. And I have to really thank sir for you being here and the entire the family of Rahejas. Cheryl, thank you. We've been really calling you to get to you for almost like 6 months, but incredible. Mr. Chandru Raheja, L. Raheja is the chairman of K. Raheja Corp and a doyen of the real estate industry. Over the past 40 years, he has seen and helped the industry evolve to its present level of sophistication. It was his farsightedness and guidance that helped K. Raheja Corp transition from a real estate developer to a well-diversified corporate with successful business across retail with Shoppers Stop, Crossword and Hypercity, hospitality with JW Marriott, 4 Points by Sheraton, Westin, and the Resort, retail development with Inorbit Malls, and real estate with residential and commercial offerings across key markets while continuing to be an innovator and trendsetter in the core business of real estate. Two of the marquee names in private IT parks, Mindspace and Commerce Zone, have been conceptualized and created during and under his leadership. K. Raheja Corp is also widely recognized for his contributions in the green building space along with exemplary HR practices, both of which were encouraged and fostered by Mr. Raheja himself. His leadership style has led to the development of strong people-first culture in the company. A philanthropist, Mr. Raheja is a trustee of the Diabetic Association of India, which specializes in the cure and care of diabetic patients at the S.L. Raheja Hospital in Mumbai. He's also the president of Sadhana Education Society, which runs L.S. Raheja College of Arts and Commerce, Mumbai, and also associated with the L.S. Raheja School of Arts and Architecture, Mumbai. With farsightedness and some of the best-in-class practices, Mr. C.L. Raheja has set the foundation for a rock-solid future for the group and the industry as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, please do join me in welcoming Mr. Raheja himself. I think the gentleman really needs a standing
well,
ovation.
It's a real honor, seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolute real honor to have here the great personality himself. Can we have a huge round of applause for him, everyone? Mr. Chandru L. Raheja himself, Lifetime Achievement Award for the Construction India Awards Week 2016. Everybody, claps give me a bit louder. Come on, everyone. Thank you.
I'm sure you will love to hear what Mr. Raheja has to speak here.
Friends, when we started real estate industry on ownership buildings, it was a very simple thing. We could start projects with profit. The land value was only 10%, 10 to 15% of the total market cost. And the plans could be approved in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. So remember, about 8 to 10 years, we would start project with profits. Pay 10% land, get the plan passed in 2 or 3 weeks. start selling, and the sale was good, and you could start making profit. Today, it takes years and years to get your plans passed. There was no high rise, there was no MOF, no ULC, and things were very simple. Over the years, if you see, the things have become very, very complicated. I hope things will get better, but at the moment looks very difficult. Then we started the retail industry. There were only shops. We had Amber Oscar cinemas, which we converted into mall and into shopper stop. When we started, there were only shops. Then how do you start? Then we had to get into the mall business, start getting into the mall business so that you get into retail. And when we started the retail, they would not allow us to open on holidays. They were to close in Delhi and some other cities at 7:30. The main business was from 7:30 to 9:30. We had to overcome a lot of hurdles to start. We started organized retailing in India. It was a very tough job. There were no rules, there were no guidelines, and we had to face a lot of hurdles. We have overcome that. Then today we are basically into large IT parks which runs from 50 lakhs to over 10 million square feet, which you only lease. So now basically we are getting more and more into leasing, where there's malls, where there's IT parks, and now we got more and more into hotels. We just started JW Marriott at Sahar. We got JW Marriott at Jew, and we tied up with both Marriott and Starwood, and they are the best companies in the world. Thank you very much.